Don't you ever in your motherfucking life do
I saw Tyler the Creator's CHROMAKOOOOOOOOPIA show. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm sorry, bear with me. I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy about it. It looked like it wasn't gonna happen. It looked like it wasn't going to happen. But it happened. I saw CHROMAKOOOOOOOOPIA. I saw Call Me If You Get Lost way back in the ancient times of 2021. And that was originally the best concert experience of my life. And for reasons I will get into during this video, it low-key still is. But even though it wasn't the best concert experience of my life, it's still one of the greatest concert experiences I've ever been a part of, ever. I bought these tickets in January or February, early in the year. I live in Washington, D.C. For whatever reason, I couldn't buy Washington, D.C. tickets. I saw that none were available. I thought they had sold out. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. So I went to the nearest show besides D.C., and that was Baltimore. Baltimore is an hour drive from where I am. I don't drive, guys. I despise driving. Time passes, and I don't think about it too much. Every now and then I'll remember, oh, I'm going to see Tyler the Creator in July. I totally forgot about that. I'm going to see Tyler the Creator in a couple of weeks. I forgot about that. I'm seeing Tyler the Creator in a couple days. I totally fucking forgot about that. A day before the show, I start to realize, how late does the MARC train run? The MARC train stops running from Baltimore back to DC at like 9:30. Doors open at 6:30 for a Tyler show. And the show actually starts at 7:30. The opener is going to be at least 30, 45 minutes. Yachty's going to be at least 45 minutes. Tyler, 2 hours, hour and a half. Fuck. I'm totally fucked. And so I will not be able to stay for the entire show. I will not be able to stay for the entire show. I'm not paying $100 for an Uber from Baltimore all the way back into Maryland. That's literally insane. So I'm going to have to leave early. I'm going to have to leave early. And I was so sad about that. But I was really adult about it though. I was really an adult and I took that shit on the chin. I took that shit on the chin. I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to see the entire Tyler show. But luckily it's Tyler, right? Tyler runs a really tight ship. So I'm going to get to see a lot of the show, but not the entire show. And that fucking sucks. But it is what it is. I had to get an Amtrak train ticket, and luckily the Amtrak train got a little delayed. It ran a little late, so I got to see a little bit more of Tyler than I originally thought I would. Even though I had to get in there and get up out of there as fast as possible, I had an amazing time, and it was a great show. I had no idea I was getting the VIP package when I bought these tickets. I just bought like the most expensive floor tickets I could get so I can get like on the floor. And I had no idea they were the VIP tickets. I had the money, and I was like, fuck it. You only live once. That's the motto, nigga, YOLO. It low-key saved the entire experience for me. Because if I had to rush out there and then leave early and then also wait in the hot-ass sun for an hour, it would make the experience so much worse. I would be so fucking grouchy. But getting there, waiting in the shade for like 30 minutes in a really short line, going in before everyone else, watching everyone on the outside look at us with jealousy, waiting in the air conditioning for the show to start, and then getting early access to the merch, getting a poster that got royally fucked in the pit. But I was able to patch it up. I was able to patch up the poster to the best of my abilities. And it looks great on the wall. It does not look bad at all. In the pit, it got fucked up real bad. And I paid $40 for that fucking poster. I was like, fuck. Shout out to Gorilla Glue. Love you forever. It was cool getting in early, waiting in air conditioning, meeting some interesting people. Shout out all the people that stopped me to take a picture that was really cool, or like said, hey, I recognize you from TikTok. I really dig that. Keep doing that. I love attention. I love validation. Please keep telling me how good I am and how much you like my little stupid videos. I really dig that. But yeah, let's talk about the show. Call Me If You Get Lost's opener was Tizo Touchdown, and Chromakopia's opener was Paris, Texas. And I love Paris, Texas. They did a lot of the hype shit. And the hype shit is really fun, and it was crazy moshing in that pit. It was so fucking insane. I was like, I'm going to fucking die in here. It was really intense. It wasn't the most intense mosh pit I've ever been a part of, but the Paris, Texas mosh pit was really fucking intense and so fun and kind of scary. But it seems like opening for Tyler is a precursor to massive success. I would not be surprised if within like a couple of months they have a huge single or something, because that's what happened with Tizo. Out of nowhere, he was on a Drake album, a Travis Scott album, just on all these big songs, and had some big songs of his own. Maybe that happens with Paris, Texas. That would be really cool. They're a really cool act, and they're really underrated, and they were a great show. They were great live. And then came Yachty. I was really hyped to see Yachty live. I might not absolutely love his music, but the fact that he's had this longevity while so many of his peers from that time, from the SoundCloud era, have either straight up died or completely fallen from relevancy and not done anything good since the SoundCloud era, and he continues to churn out quality music, is genuinely so surprising to me, because I really thought he would flame out. I've said it on this channel before, I did not think he was going to make it out of the SoundCloud era. But of all the artists from the SoundCloud era to make it, I'm glad it was him. And he was great. He was great live. One Night, Minnesota, Broccoli, I Spy, that shit hit live. That was really fun to hear live. NBA Youngboy, amazing live. Amazing live. I got no footage of it. No footage at all. The one thing I regret not getting any video of was Drive Me Crazy. That shit was so good. That shit was so good live, but I was so caught up hearing that. I was singing every goddamn lyric, and I'm glad I didn't pull out my phone, man, because it would have taken me out of the moment with that song, because that song is one of the best songs of all time, and hearing it live was truly amazing. And it's truly crazy that Lil Yachty is opening for Tyler, the Creator, when Lil Yachty could have a world tour of his own. That's how big Tyler, the Creator is right now. So Paris, Texas and Yachty, they are in and out. Yachty even made a joke about it at the beginning of the set that was so petty that I think he's kind of mad about the time constraints that the Tyler tour puts on you. He came out and said, this is going to be a 45-minute show. And it felt kind of loaded. It felt like there was a conversation had at one point with Yachty about how long he's going out. I don't know if it was Tyler talking to him or Tyler's people, but it felt like there was some like, I am not having a lot of fun on this tour. I'm not having a good time being so handcuffed. Because Tyler runs a tight fucking ship. He runs a really tight fucking ship when it comes to live shows. And I don't know if Yachty is liking that or if he's rubbing up against the lack of freedom he has. I don't know. Because he's a headlining act. He gave a good show. Paris, Texas was 30 minutes. Lil Yachty was 45 minutes. And I was hoping I could see Tyler, as much of Tyler as possible. Because I knew it was going to be really efficient. I was hoping setup wouldn't take too long for Tyler, and I could see as much of it as possible. Setup took long as fuck. It was like 45 minutes of waiting for Tyler. It was like 30, 45 minutes of waiting for Tyler. But it took a pretty long time to set up for Tyler, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to leave so soon in Tyler's set. And I knew it. And then the lights went down, and everyone went fucking crazy. Electricity in the motherfucking air. It was so fucking exciting. We were all chanting the CHROMAKOOOOOOOPIA. Far too fucking early. Far too early. It was so awkward. Tyler, CHROMAKOOOOOOOPIA. It was really the main event. It felt like one of the biggest artists in the world was about to come out. And then you hear it. You hear Tyler's mom. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life. Chroma, and you're just chanting it. He's in that costume. He looks like the bad guy from Horn Hears a Who. It's so funny. And he's marching and shit, and he's rapping. I'm rapping along with him. I could barely hear him. It's so fucking loud. And the first bit of the show is just Chromakopia. He runs through Chromakopia so fucking fast. And I was low-key glad. The only stuff I hadn't really seen is Chromakopia. And I'm grateful that he did it early because he knew I was going to leave early. And he was like, Khalil, since you're leaving so early, let me do a bunch of the songs you haven't seen live and you want to see live up front. So he does sing Chroma into Ratatata, into Noid. And it's just like Camp Flogna. It's just like Camp Flogna at this point, right? And then he keeps going with Darling I, Hey Jane, I Killed You, Sticky. Then he skips to Tomorrow. And I was like, wow, he's doing a lot of Chromakopia at the very front of the show. Then he went into the old shit. I was like, wow, this show is going by fast. Thank God. And I got to see some of the old shit before I left. I got to see Goblin and Igor before I left. And that was so fucking cool. I think he put Goblin and Igor towards the beginning of the show because he's so fucking tired of doing those songs. He's so tired of doing Yonkers. He's so tired of doing She. He's so tired of doing Earthquake. He's really tired of doing the hits. I was so grateful that he thought of me and was like, yeah, let's do some of the oldies for Khalil too. I'll never get tired of singing those songs live. I'm going to keep singing Tyler live, and he better keep doing those fucking songs. You better keep doing the fucking hits until you are 90 fucking years old and with a walker and dementia, and you're forgetting the lyrics. You're going to be up there like, I'm a fucking walking paradox. I'm a walking paradox. No, I'm not. And I'm gonna be in the audience, 75 years old, be like, yay! Yay! He's running through his hits. Everyone's going crazy. And I'm looking at the clock being like, oh shit, I have to leave soon. I'm going to have to leave soon. And so, She was the last song I saw of the night. And as soon as I'm leaving, he starts doing Wolf. He does Tamale, and I'm like, fuck. I missed a lot. I missed Like Him, of course. I missed Thought I Was Dead. I missed See You Again. I missed all of Call Me If You Get Lost. I missed Balloon. I missed so fucking much, but I still had a really good time. And I still had fun. And it was a great show. It was definitely a great show, and I don't regret buying the tickets at all. It was definitely worth the money. I think compared to Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromakopia is still a good live show. It's still a good live tour. It just feels a little cheaper. The set design for Call Me If You Get Lost was so lavish. It was so lavish and expansive and epic, right? And that really matches with the album. Call Me If You Get Lost is all about, luxury and excess and living life to the fullest and having as much fun as possible. It's all about set design. And so the tour, the live show, better be huge and better be well designed and lavish, right? I was so excited for the Chromakopia live show because the Chromakopia aesthetic is so fucking cool. The decommissioned military vibe is so fucking cool. And the green, storage containers is so cool. It's so cool. But that's it. That's it. It's a really arresting image. And seeing it live is amazing. Can we get like a fighter jet or something? What if it was like a warship or something? As well as the containers, the storage containers. Chromakopia feels so sparse. And sparseness is a part of the aesthetic of Chromakopia. Chromakopia just does not feel as theatrical as Call Me If You Get Lost did. But Call Me If You Get Lost, the album, is theatrical. But Chromakopia is low-key more theatrical than Call Me If You Get Lost. I'm just splitting hairs at this point, really. It was a great show. It was definitely a great show, the little I saw. I just wanted decommissioned military shit. Maybe backup dancers dressed as, you know, St. Chroma, like in the first video. More military shit. That would have been so fucking cool. The aesthetic of Chromacopia, in my opinion, is cooler than the aesthetic of Call Me If You Get Lost. The aesthetic of Call Me If You Get Lost is beautiful and really exciting. Like, imagine a show with like a bunch of guys just marching around in military gear and fighter jets and like bullet sounds and shit and biplanes. That would be so fucking cool. That would be so epic and so fun. But what we got is really cool, and I don't regret spending the money at all. I've said this before on this channel, but we might need to have a really serious conversation about Tyler, the Creator. I've said it on this channel before, but I do truly believe that Tyler is firmly in the pantheon of all-time great rappers, all-time great musicians even. And as a live performer, the only rappers that should be mentioned in the same breath as Tyler, the Creator when it comes to live performance are Kanye West and Kendrick Lamar. Doechie's really promising. The little I've seen of Doechii, like, she's really raising the bar as well. She's going to put her name up there with Tyler, Kendrick, and Kanye. And everyone in the comments is going to be like, Travis Scott, Travis Scott. All that nigga does is jump around and scream a bunch of gobbledygook into a mic that you can't understand. But Tyler, the Creator, I think, has always been an amazing live show, even when like he was an Odd Future. And now he's at a whole different level. He's levitating, and I have no idea where he's going to go next. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know where you can go from here, but best believe I will be there. And Tyler, you better do fucking Yonkers.